Hey there guys, welcome back to Ashmore Arboretum, and today on the homestead I'm going to show you how to sharpen an old chisel. Before we get started, there's just a few things you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of stone or sharpening device. These are Arkansas stones. You're going to need a strop, and then of course your chisel, and I like to use a Sharpie. Now let's go ahead and get started. This is a pretty simple process. If you look, I don't know how well it's going to pick up on here, but if you look at that blade right there at the very end of this chisel, you can see there's a few imperfections right there where the edges rolled just a little bit. And we're going to fix that. I have a project coming up and I got to use this chisel. I want to make sure it's good to go with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's flat on the back. Now I know from the store a lot of people think these things are ready to plug and play, and it's really not like that. Take yourself a Sharpie, and I'm looking through the viewfinder here on my camera, and go ahead and mark right here. Now it's going to give you a reference on just how not flat this thing is. So what we're going to do, I'm going to move the strop out of the way. I'm going to take this is my fine stone, the finest stone I have before I get into my diamonds. I'm probably not going to do that today. And you're going to lay this on here flat. You're going to add a little bit of pressure, and you're going to go back and forth. And what you're doing is you need to hold this flat against this stone as you go back and forth several times. And you see how we still have a little bit of black over there, a little bit black right there. So we got to keep doing this a little more until we get this completely flat on the back. If you're wanting a chisel that is shaven sharp, this is the process of getting that. So we'll go a little bit more until we get all that Sharpie off the back. You need to make certain that when you're running this on the stone that you're keeping it flat. Okay. Well, just a little bit left right there, and then we'll be ready to start the other side. Make sure it's flat. See right there, it wasn't flat. I had to adjust my angle. And we ought to be getting close now. Yes, I don't see any more black back here. Okay, you can see where it's flattened out a little bit of this. That's fine, but you're going to do this process every single time you sharpen your chisel. Now I'm going to have to pause this and get set up because the other section takes a little bit more finesse. Okay, I've repositioned a few things so that way you guys can see better. Now with your chisel, you see that angle. Let me see if I can get it there. You see that angle? You need to follow that angle. And that's pretty easy to do. You don't have to use a guide for this. You're going to set it flat, upside down, on your stone, and you're just going to lift up until you meet that angle. Now, if you're curious if this is flat all the way across here, take you a Sharpie, and same thing. Run it across that edge. Run it across that edge. You might be surprised at how not square these things are when you get them. So, like I said, we're going to raise this up until it meets. Then we got our angle, and we're going to swipe back. Raise it up till it meets. Swipe back. Meets. Swipe back. Now, once we have our angle figured out, it's a pretty simple process. I just that back and forth motion. And I can see we're already starting to raise up a burr. That's good. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. You see there's a little bit of Sharpie left over here. So we need to get this the rest of the way flat across that face. So we're going to keep on going. Like I said, this is a fine Arkansas stone. I use my diamond plates sometimes, not all the time, but you can even do this with wet dry sandpaper. The process is the exact same. Okay, we're taking a little bit more of it off. So you make sure you keep your angle, because if you adjust that angle, it's going to throw everything off. Okay, we got a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put this on hyperspeed and we'll get this finished up. Now, when all that black mark is gone on this chisel face, that means that you have a even edge. Now what you're going to do is, to take care of that burr, you're going to lay it flat on your stone. You're going to pull straight back. Make sure it's gone. We're going to do it one more time. There. Okay, now folks, I bet that's shaving sharp. You want to test it? Let's see if I can do this in the viewfinder without getting cut. And there you have it, folks. You have, yeah, see, it's sharp enough to nick me. So there you have it. You have an 1.25 inch chisel that, I'm sorry, a 1 inch chisel that is shaving sharp, and that's exactly how you do it. Okay, now that we have this shaven sharp, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to make it scary sharp now. Same thing, you're going to put it on your strop. Got something on me. You're going to put it on your strop. You're going to find your angle. You're going to pull back. That's going to polish that edge. I have green lapping compound on here right now, and that's just going to polish that edge. You don't have to get fancy with your strops. This is just a piece of scrap leather I had that I glued to a piece of red cedar, and it has worked for years. Just maintain your angle, because you don't want to change that angle. Okay. There. Yeah, that's shaving sharp. So you already saw what it could do. Now it's scary sharp. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my project. And until next time, folks, thanks for watching. You folks didn't think I'd let you go without showing you just how sharp it is. We're shaving dry here. I hope that's picking that up in the viewfinder. There. That right there, folks. That right there. See, I nicked myself just a little bit. That right there is how you get a chisel, or any tool for that matter, absolutely shaving sharp. So folks, there you have it. That right there is how you get a chisel shaving sharp. If you like this kind of content and you want to learn more about this type of stuff in general homesteading and orchard culture and horticulture and just outdoor living, give our channel a like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.